Midweek check-in. Decided to kind of take in a bunch of the news today after the election cycles yesterday, and I can just say this: we are in a bad place in the United States right now. We saw the results in New York. We now somehow have a socialist, Marxist, Islamist person that will be the mayor of New York City. And I will tell you briefly, I spent part of my FBI career in the Newark, New Jersey Field Office. I was working in national security programs, and the day of 9/11, 2001, I saw the smoke rising from the first tower strike from my office window. The world was never the same after that for me and for the United States and for the rest of the world. So the fact that 24 years later, we now have this individual as the mayor of New York City shows how our values and beliefs and cultural norms have shifted significantly. 24 years later, we have this individual as the mayor. And here is him speaking during his, I guess, his acceptance or congratulatory speech. Stand by. Oh, hold on a second. I think we need volume here. So stand by. I am going to make sure that we can get the sound up for you. Stand by. Gotta love technology. I know this happens to everybody else, but they edit it out. I leave it in so you can see me struggle with this nonsense. Okay, here we go.
I speak of Yemeni bodega owners and Mexican abuelas, Senegalese taxi drivers and Uzbek nurses, Trinidadian line cooks and Ethiopian aunties. Yes, aunties.
All right. So this individual is now being given the privilege of being the mayor of New York City. And he mentions all of these different nationalities. There was one that he left out, and that's the American people. He is not there for the American people. He's there to form a bloc of migrants, of young socialists and communists, and aging Marxists who think that this individual is going to bring some sort of a socialist utopia to New York City. I wish him the best, and I hope he does the fantastic things that he's going to talk about. People have been hypnotized by free this and free that. Everything's going to be free. He's going to empty the jails. We've already seen what lax prosecution has done in New York City. We've already seen the absolute failure that the district attorney's office has brought, that the attorney general has brought. We've seen New York decline over time. Crime is out of control. They'll deny it, but I'm telling you, I hear things from people who actually know crime there is bad, and it's hidden and downplayed. So, and again, that's my opinion. That's what I hear from people. I don't have a certain statistic to back that up. That's more anecdotal. So we have again the mayor-elect talking about who his new constituency is going to be in his eyes. All right, outstanding. And just as a summary here, we have the Senator Ted Cruz. He lists out all the countries mentioned by the next mayor of New York in his speech. And again, of course, America's not one of them. All right. So here's our mayor-elect again, talking about how violence is a social and artificial construct. So let's get a beat on this nonsense and see what he has to say here. Right? We'll see what he talks about. Obviously spoken like an individual who is completely unfamiliar with violence, who has never been a victim of violence, and who really shouldn't be speaking of things he knows nothing of. All right, we're Roll.
Oftentimes, we've even found as legislators, when we go into these courts, the term violent crime is even used when people are stealing packages. Violent crime is even used when people are accused of burglary and there happens to be a housing.
All right. So when violent crime is noted, stealing a package could have been part of an assault. Violent crime, when committing robbery, you assaulted and beat the victims. You caused bodily harm. Those are some of the things that also happen during these criminal acts that this individual, again, knows not of what he speaks.
Unit in that same dwelling. So violence is an artificial construction. And we have to be very clear that what is happening here with these district attorneys, that is violence. That is.
Wow, spoken like a true communist, Marxist, unbelievable. Look, and you can see just the crazy eyes, and everybody's clapping and whooping in the background. These people, I don't think they understand what they're asking for and what they're going to get.
Violence at the highest degree. We have oftentimes we've even found.
Okay, so there he is. He's gonna empty the jails. He's gonna let all the criminals out because they've been victims of an artificial construct. Outstanding. All right, last clip on the new mayor-elect. So this one's a little bit longer. I'm not gonna bore you with it, but you get the gist of it. It's going to be interesting to see how this goes in New York. I wish all my New York brothers and sisters the best of luck. I hope he can deliver. I'm not optimistic because I grew up during the Cold War when the Soviet Union was around, and we saw this before. We saw this happen. I studied it, what happened in other countries that adopted these policies. None of them have fared well. I don't think it'll happen here either. But again, I hope my New York brothers and sisters fare well, and I hope that they make it through this experiment without too many damaging experiences. All right, next item here. Midweek SITREP, midweek report. Here's a beautiful one. So here's a lady who in the great state of Minnesota, has just become the mayor of St. Paul. She is an illegal alien by her own admission, and her parents are illegal also. And this is what she has to say.
Because his mother had died, my father, as the one processing the paperwork, put my grandmother down as his mother. And so I am illegal in this country. My parents are illegal here in this country. Because his mother had died, my father, as the one processing the paperwork, put my grandmother down as his mother. Okay,
so she is illegally in the country. Her parents are illegally in the country. She's just been elected to the mayor role in St. Paul, Minnesota. Openly, proudly saying that she's breaking the laws of our country, thumbing their nose at the federal laws, and our elected officials, I hate to even call them leaders at this point, but they will do nothing. Nothing will happen. This will be of no consequence, and what we will see is increasing chaos. We will see a slide into lawlessness and just further migrant coalescing activity where they will begin just completely disregarding United States culture, customs, laws, what have you, if we allow this to go untouched, unresolved. Unbelievable. All right, and I'll finish this midweek check-in with this post. So what we have here is Matt Walsh, well known to everybody, conservative speaker, commentator, podcast guy. Okay, so he says, here's a recap from his perspective over the last 2 months. So what you can see here is that we've had, of course, the Charlie Kirk incident. We have people on the left in the United States celebrating this terrible event, the assassination of an individual on TV, celebrating. It shows the decay in our moral fiber of this country. We have leftist militants coming out and committing violence, calling for more violence openly. We have had the Attorney General candidate, no longer the candidate, he is the Attorney General elect in the state of Virginia, who expressed desire to allegedly murder conservatives and watch their children die. And this individual was just elected to office. Nobody seemed to care about, again, his personality flaws. People voted for him. The governor, again, I don't understand what happened. The state of Virginia, dominated by the Northern Virginia area, too many left-leaning, socialist, Marxist, whatever you want to call them. There's a big concentration of that type of thought process in the Northern Virginia area, and it just bulldozes the whole state. So now you're going to live under Democrat rule in the state of Virginia. And we've seen how that's worked out for New York, for California, for Illinois, for Maryland, other places that have just become just devastated by the bad policy, bad practice, and the extreme liberalism, coddling of criminals. I can go on. So I guess we'll stop there for today. Now, one thing I'll leave you with is, what are we going to do about this? How is this going to be resolved? What are we going to be able to say moving forward? That we hope things work out well in New York. Hope is never a plan. We've got to take a look at this and see what's best for the nation, what's best for everybody when it comes to these type of situations. This isn't a left-right issue. This is a United States issue. So we got to talk. We got to get all the ordinary people of the world together and see how we're going to go and move forward. Thanks. Out.